Hi, I'm Greg Gutfeld, now with even more scrubbing bubbles. Here's what's coming up. Kenya, believe it? Clinton gets a key endorsement from a guy in the White House. We forget his name. Trump had a rough week, which included a Twitter war with Hillary. Will it get better, worse, or purple? I pick purple because it's my favorite color, America. Later, a first in TV history, Joanne and Katherine Timpf hit the streets to talk to complete strangers. How unusual for a wild and wacky, unscripted segment. Just send us the awards now. Let's get started, America. The Dulcolax is kicking in. Yeah. Let's welcome tonight's guest. He has the heart of a warrior and the dimples of Brad Pitt. Pete Hegseth, Fox News contributor, Iraq and Afghan war veteran. His new book, In the Arena. Sexy man. Not her. For her, the glass is always half empty because she gulped the other half. Joanna Sachinsky, she's a drunk. You can applaud. Like last night's corn, he shows up every morn. Oh. The sexier half of Imus in the Morning, executive producer Bernie McGurk.
My people.
Yes. She's like a runner's cramp, sharp and painful. National Review reporter Kat Timpf. Yeah. Crooked smile. He's smart and funny like a professor in his underwear. Actor, writer, comedian, the great Sam Morril. Yes, wave. But first, like flatulence trailing you into a crowded elevator, Hillary Clinton can't shake her emails. The State Department claims releasing them from 3 of Clinton's former aides would take 75 years, which would take us to 2091 AD. 2091. I'll be 127 years young and married to a dog, because it'll be legal then. So let's ask the State Department why it takes so long, shall we?
I would refer you to the court filing. It's a very broad range involving a number of people over a period of, I think, 4 years. And it's not an outlandish estimation, believe it or not.
I don't believe it. So emails sent over 4 years takes 75 to read. Now, I'm no math nerd, but shouldn't reading 4 years of emails take less than 4 years? They weren't emailing all day. And if it involved a few people, just hire the same number of people to read them. This is like one of those word problems from the SATs that I never understood. 6 people send 2,000 emails over 4 years. How long does it take to read those emails if you devoted 40 hours a week to it while naked? Something to think about. So what's going to happen in the next 75 years as we wait for these emails? Well, global warming will have wiped out Manhattan, Florida, and hopefully Justin Bieber. Larry King will interview President Chelsea Clinton on the Hologram News Network. Walt Disney's unfrozen head will be playing poker with Ted Williams. 75 years, my friends, is a long time to wait for emails. Consider the stuff that took way less time. The interstate highway system, 35 years. The Declaration of Independence, 17 days. Binge watching House of Cards, Breaking Bad, Mad Men, and The Sopranos in a row, 12 days. The fall of the longest human mattress domino chain, 13 minutes. Wow. Human mattress, after all, was my nickname back in the home. What else? The Cold War, 44 years. The Civil War, 4 years. The Revolutionary War, 8 years. The Industrial Revolution, 70. In fact, it took roughly 75 years to go from flapping wings on a bicycle to this.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Now, we can send a man to the moon, allegedly. Surely the State Department can unload the emails in under 75 years. But maybe they just don't want to. It's like me trying to get a table at the Olive Garden. They always say, Mr. Gutfeld, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. But I know that they don't want to serve me. It's so unfair. I fell on that breadstick. Which is exactly what I told the emergency room.
Period.
All right, Bernie, I'm going to go to you first. 75 years seems like an awful long time, my partner in crime.
It certainly does, Greg. Look, they still haven't found a cure for baldness, with something which I'm lamenting. But look, the fix is in. It's a cover-up. Let's face it. We already know what's going on. I mean, that's why he was able to endorse Hillary just yesterday, because they know that nothing's going to happen until way down the line, until we're all dead and buried.
That's the point. That's the point, Pete. She's waiting for her critics to die out. But the downside is she'll be dead too.
Most likely, unless
they
Not human.
put her. She's not human.
I said unless she's not human.
Okay.
and artificial intelligence and things like that.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
may talk about later, but
Yeah.
no, I mean, they built 3.5 pyramids over the period of time that it will take to apparently read these emails from 3 people. This
Yeah.
is what bureaucracies do, right?
Yeah.
They claim that it's impossible,
Yeah.
so that they can either ask for more money or just do nothing.
Exactly.
Both of which don't solve the problem.
Yeah. By the way, those pyramids, garbage. Have you been there? Seriously. Sam, they're not pretty. Covered with litter. Just architecturally, doesn't make any sense to have a small attic.
Attic and pyramids. I feel like attic and pyramids were thrown at me because I'm a Jew. Is that why
Yes,
you're doing
that's
that?
true. That's true. This is anti-Semitic corner.
I got to look at myself in the TV thing right there. This was a terrible. I look like a pilgrim.
You look like Harrison Ford in the middle of Witness, about to have sex with Kelly McGillis.
You turned my hatefulness into a compliment.
Exactly.
Yeah, Hillary is. If you're a liberal, Hillary is to being a liberal what A-Rod is to being a Yankees fan.
Yes.
You know, you just accept that they're a liar, and you're like, they could help us win. That's kind of what it looks like, you know.
That's a good point, because that's kind of the way people see Trump. Trump is your crazy uncle who you have to go the next day and apologize to all your neighbors because he didn't close his robe. But he always buys the best presents.
Speaking about exposure.
Yes, thank you.
But I feel like the State Department doesn't want us to see something. That's what this is about. There's something that they want to hide. And if you're not going to tell me, I'm going to expect the worst.
Yeah.
I'm going to imagine what it is. Like maybe it's not actually Hillary. That's not Hillary. It's an imposter, maybe a cyborg, like you said, not
Yes.
even, you know, a human.
Yes. You know what? I think that it could be something very damaging. How ironic that Bill's ball and chain could end up with one.
Well,
Can I keep doing this?
why don't they just, like, even if it takes 75 years, it's like they're the government, right? They don't have unlimited resources to hire more people. Oh, wait, they do. They have all the resources. They have a department for everything. They're like, this, too much. Can't
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
75 years. I call it shenanigans.
Ah, watch your language,
Shenanigans.
lass. Shenanigans. That's for Hannity.
You know,
75 years, or as I call it, one Bernie. Bernie Sanders is not like he's aging the way Obama aged, where he's getting but he's getting smaller and pinker
Yes.
and whiter. He looks like a bagel with locks at this point.
Yes. Meanwhile,
Jews age like hamsters become babies, but they Benjamin Button it kind of. You know?
Meanwhile, the grease spot on his bag lunch keeps getting bigger and bigger because he keeps thinking he can keep that tuna fish sandwich one more day. Right?
it still tastes just fine.
It tastes great, actually.
You know how you solve this problem?
What?
You actually deal with what Hillary Clinton did. See, they're doing everything they can to not address the fact that she utterly violated multiple federal laws and should have a ball and chain.
Yeah.
So they're spending 75 years pulling through documents to make sure they don't.
Yeah, you know what? Somebody interviewed Hillary today, and she had the most unusual response. Do we have that? Tape that roll.
Senator Warren. Did you talk about vice presidential possibilities with Senator Warren?
You guys have got to try the cold chop.
This is a good time to announce that it's actually Hillary bobblehead night.
I was
Free Hillary. It's for everyone.
She drives me crazy.
Listen,
Bernie.
what they're doing is they're making the topic so that your eyes glaze over. Like Benghazi, same
Yeah.
thing. Dragging you out. Every time you hear about the emails, your eyes glaze over so the public doesn't care about it anymore. I think effectively, but unfortunately, however, Trump's going to come out in a couple of days, as you're going to talk about later, and lay out some of the damning information that's in those emails that people speculate is in those emails.
Yeah, it's going to be unbelievable. That's what Donald's going to say. Unbelievable.
That I can tell you.
That I can tell you. It's going to be unbelievable. Email 75. 4 kids from MIT could go through those emails in between porn binges. I've tested it. All right.